Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Trevino. I am the St. Mary Parish District 2 Commission Board President, Water and Sewer District Number 2, Bayou Vista. Before we get started with the meeting, I got a brief statement to let you know that the district is committed to providing safe drinking water and wastewater services to meet your public health and safety needs during this difficult period. Our thoughts are with everyone who has been affected or impacted by the COVID-19 virus. For the safety of our employees and customers, our office is closed to the public. We're continuing to provide customer service by telephone and also continue to process account payments received via our Dropbox and online bill payment. I would like to reassure everyone that your tap water is safe to drink. We continually sample and test drinking water daily to ensure all Louisiana Department of Health standards are being maintained. There's no reason to believe COVID-19 will have any impact on your local water supply. With that being said, I'll go ahead and call this meeting of the St. Mary Parish Water and Sewer Commission, District Number 2, to order. And I'll take roll call. Mr. Tony Henskins, are you online?
Here.
All right, Vice President. Mr. Donald Lance, are you online?
Hello.
They're here.
Yes.
Mr. Thomas Philbrook, are you online?
Here.
All right, Mr. Paul Tholen.
Here.
Okay, so we do have a quorum.
Here.
You already said it.
First motion or first matter of business will be the approval of the March 9th, 2020 minutes. Okay, board members have a chance to review those minutes.
I'll make a motion that we dispense with the reading of the minutes and accept them as written. Tony Henskins.
All right. I have a motion for Mr. Tony Henskins to dispense with reading of the minutes and accept them as written.
I'll second that. Don Lance.
I have a second from Mr. Don Lance. Okay, is there any discussion? Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to do a verbal roll call of your vote. All right, Mr. Tony Henskins, your vote on the motion?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Mr. Don Lance, your vote on the motion? Mr. Thomas Philbrook?
Yes.
And Mr. Paul Tholen?
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Okay, the second area of business is going to be the approval of the accounts payable. All the board members had an opportunity to review the accounts payable.
I'll make a motion to approve the paying of the bills.
Okay, I got a motion from Mr. Thomas Philbrook to approve the payment of the accounts payable. Do I have a second?
Second.
I'll second it.
Don Lance.
All right, I got a second from Mr. Don Lance to approval for payable of the bills. Okay, roll call for votes. Mr. Tony Hens, is there any discussion? Okay, next, roll call for votes. Mr. Tony Henskins,
I approve.
Mr. Don Lance,
I'll approve.
Mr. Thomas Philbrook,
Approved.
and Mr. Paul Tholen.
Approved.
All right, motion passes. All right, next order of business is I'm seeking a motion from the board in lieu of the economic impact on the community and the account holders for the district, that we go ahead and suspend the late charges for the bills of March and April, and also suspend the disconnects for the months of March and April, and we will reassess the economic situation at our May meeting for continued actions. Okay, do I have a motion?
You got a motion, Tony Henskins.
Don Lance, approved.
All right, I got a motion from Mr. Tony Henskins to go ahead and suspend the late charges and also the disconnects for the months of March and April. I have a second for Mr. Don Lance. Is there any discussion? Okay, with no further discussion, roll count vote. Mr. Tony Henskins,
Yes.
Mr. Donald Lance,
President, I'll approve.
all right, Mr. Thomas Philbrook,
Approved.
all right, Mr. Paul Tholen.
Approved.
All right, motion passes. Okay, next. I've got our KQKI representative. We want to thank Mr. Brian Prodich for actually streaming this meeting for us. And at this time, I can't see if there's any chat or any questions. Mr. Prodich, see any of that on the line at this time on the website? Okay. And I just want to say if any of the district citizens that we serve have any questions on your counts, please call our office between hours of 8:30 and 4 p.m. 395-2747. With that being said, from the board, I'm seeking a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn. Tony Henskins.
All right, I got a first from Mr. Tony
I'll
Henskins.
second that.
I got a first from Mr.
Don
Tony
Lance.
Henskins. Go ahead and adjourn the meeting. I have a second from Mr. Don Lance to adjourn the meeting. Do I have any discussion? Okay, with no further discussion, I'll do a roll call vote. Mr. Tony Henskins,
Yes.
Mr. Donald
Yes.
Lance, Mr.
Yes.
Thomas Brooke, and Mr. Paul
Yes.
Tholen. All right, the motion
Yes.
passes. All right, seeing we have no further business to discuss, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.